Okay, this is probably going to be roughly A4. Okay, this one's not got much colour in it. See if we can make it even nicer, despite not having much colour. So we're going to go, I'm not going to enlarge it. I don't think we're going to need it. Okay. Right. Okay, do that. Going to add a background colour. I don't know which one we're going to add. We're just going to go with our common go with, which is red. Red really works well with a lot of things. I try not to use red all the time, but it's a really effective, I find it usually a very effective thing to use in conjunction with hue. When you warm up or heat up the hue, it makes it look more colourful. Even if you have a limited number of colours on the original, it's amazing what you can do with the right combination of features. So this will be an interesting one. See if we can add some more colour to it, more interest. I think we'll leave the black in the middle as it is. So thinking if that's all we're going to do. Okay. We might be a good idea, as usual, to switch on these two features, if I'm correct. Okay, let's see what we got. What do we got? We've got here a glossy, it's a Harper's Bazaar, but it's also in Chinese. I don't know if it's just in Chinese or if it's in English and Chinese, but it looks like it's mostly Chinese. Okay. Mostly a Chinese production. I'll just quickly make sure I don't lose my settings. But anyway, it's an interesting thing. A4, and it's a bit wider than an A4. Just see it near the 8.5 thing. Anyway, let's just see how it goes. We're not going to bother reducing it, that small amount. But this Harper's Bazaar is really famous, and I didn't pay anything for this. You know, a lot of shopping centres hand out all sorts of glossy things. And now that's one part of capitalism, which you can say you do get something for free, is when you walk past a shop and you pick up a magazine or a brochure, and you wonder how they can afford to hand them out. But they're obviously so desperate to make money that they're willing to take the risk that the person who takes the glossy magazine or the glossy brochure doesn't end up just taking the brochure or the glossy magazine and not buying at least one of the products. It's funny, it's an odd characteristic, because you think with capitalism it's usually a case of everything you do, you have to pay for it, everything, and they don't like you having things for nothing, for nothing. It's like the old saying, there's no such thing as a free lunch. So it's a bit like that, but for some reason, when it comes to advertising material, these people just keep handing it out and handing it out and handing it out. Maybe at the printers they make such a bulk amount of printing, a bulk print run, that it ends up being cheap enough to take this risk. But anyway, she's a bit cooler now. So if you have a look at the two, she's the first one, the hot one, and that's the cool one. So it's a bit more blue. You can see that's the difference between. I didn't actually fully turn it down to blue, cold, but it looks different. But I think we'll call that quits. I quite like this result.